here's what I'm gonna do. This video wouldn't be complete without a video response. I'm gonna have Jacqueline Glynn help me out here. Now, let me be honest with you guys. I don't like Jacqueline Glynn's channel. Not even a little, not even at all. I don't like the shit she says. And I don't dislike it simply because she doesn't agree with me. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with the fact that she's very condescending, she's very hypocritical, and she's very dishonest. I don't know if she's purposely being dishonest, but I can see through the bullshit when she talks sometimes, that she just straight up lies to people. And I don't co-sign, you guys know, I don't co-sign with that. I don't like liars, I don't like hypocrites. Despise them. So we're gonna use Jacqueline Glynn here, and she's gonna help convey my point a lot better. This is gonna be my first video response to Jacqueline, but it will not be the last one. So yeah, I'm taking on again, I'm Optimus Prime. I will take all of YouTube on if all of YouTube were a bunch of hypocrites. Let's go. So, what exactly is the title of Jacqueline's video I'm responding to now? Jacqueline Glynn is just an insult to my fucking intelligence. Really. Really. Fucking really. Hobby Lobby hates women. That's why they don't feel like they should cover birth control, because they hate women. It has nothing to do with the fact that corporations should not be forced to hand out different types of benefits to their employees. No, it's nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with Hobby Lobby hates women. That's why there are even fucking women working at Hobby Lobby, right? They hate women. I don't even know why they hire women. They hate them, obviously. Clearly they despise them. Clearly, fucking hell. This is what I mean when it's just an insult to my fucking intelligence. Let's go.
Corporations are people too. Hey guys, this just in. For-profit companies now have religious rights that are protected by the US Constitution. So today the Supreme Court just ruled that some companies can refuse to cover contraception. And of course things like this are floating all around Facebook. Today the Supreme Court has granted a landmark victory for religious liberty, ruling that individuals do not lose their religious freedom when they open a family business. Today was a huge win for religious freedom. Thank you to those who have supported Hobby Lobby and the Green family throughout this case. If you'd like more information, go to our bullshit website. A victory for Americans who seek to live by faith. These people do not understand that mandating the alleged religious freedoms for some is suppressing the religious freedoms of others. Just wait until they have to work for an employer who is of another religion, maybe Muslim or Hindu or whatever, and that employer tries to force their religious beliefs onto them.
First of all, you make the assumption that the individual has to work at that corporation. Remember, any job that you put the application into, you don't have to do it. It's your choice. You choose to work at the corporation. You choose to work at specific businesses. If you don't like their practices, if you don't like their benefits, you can go. You're not forced to work anywhere you don't want to work. You're not a slave. You do understand that, right, Jacqueline? Right? You don't have to work for a company if you don't like the benefits. Right? Because bearing in mind, the person who's working there put in the application, they filled it out, they brought it to the job manager, they waited 3 to 4 days, couple of weeks to say, hey, you got accepted. That was their choice. They don't have to work there.
They would cry bloody murder. The same people who are jumping for joy now would be like, this is a violation of my religious freedom. You can't.
What difference would it make? Not one. I'd tell them to shut the hell up too.
Can't have freedom of religion without having freedom from the religious beliefs of other people. This isn't that hard of a concept to understand.
By all means, show me where the corporation says if you wish to apply for this job, you must be a Christian or a Muslim or a Hindu. Nowhere on any job application does it say you must be a Christian. That would be forcing their religious beliefs on the other people. They're not doing that. They're not covering specific types of benefits. Wanna know why? Because they don't have to. It's their business. It's their corporation. If you don't want to work there, don't work there. Oh, wow. An easy solution? Of course. That's too hard of a concept to grasp, right?
No, this was not a win for religious freedom. It was a major setback. So let's look at Scientology for a second. They are against the idea of psychiatry. Mental health is somehow against their religion. So if a Scientologist opens up a new corporation and has employees, are they allowed to refuse psychiatric care to the people that work for them?
Yes.
What about Jehovah's Witnesses? Are they allowed to refuse blood transfusions to their employees if they're sick and in the hospital? Sorry,
Yes.
they just can't have a blood transfusion. It's against my religion and I own the company, so you're screwed.
Yeah, because it's not like they can't use the money that the company they're working for provided them to get the blood fusion. No. It's not like they can pay for their own health insurance, though. That's not possible either.
But if I happen to be a faith healer, then all medical care is against my beliefs. I mean, praying is all you need to do, and going to a doctor is an affront to God's almighty power, and it's insulting to me. Therefore, you get no health coverage at all. And that last part may seem ridiculous, but it's not that far off, because 2 children recently died in Philadelphia because their parents were praying to heal them.
I have absolutely no idea why she felt the need to bring that up. Those parents were stupid. That has nothing to do with Hobby Lobby.
The first child died, and guess what? The parents got away with it because they ruled that there was no intent to harm. They had to go ahead and let the second child die for the same reasons before they charged the parents with murder. So our legal system has to let that shit happen twice before they're willing to offend somebody's religion. Listen.
Yes, Jacqueline, the U.S. justice system sucks. There are a whole bunch of innocent black men in jail right now based on some faulty evidence. It happens. There are a bunch of pedophilic teachers who are still running the street even though they raped their 14-year-old boys. Yes, the court system sucks. It's not the best, but it's all we got. Again, nothing to do with Hobby Lobby right now.
Listen, if corporations choose to take advantage of the tax benefits that they get for compensating employees with health coverage rather than wages, then they have to meet a certain minimum standard. So whenever you hear these religious freedom arguments from corporations, they're pretty much saying they want to have their cake and eat it too. They want it both ways. They want all the tax benefits without providing full benefits to their employees.
Now this is going to hurt your feelings, right? But businesses and corporations don't give a fuck about you, they don't give a fuck about me, they don't care about anybody. Business corporations only care about profit, okay? The only reason they supply benefits is to encourage their employees to stay at the company or to work harder. They don't have to give them any benefits at all, henceforth why it's called a benefit. The only thing a corporation or a company is entitled to do or is legally required to do is to give you money for the work you provide. So that's why you take the money that the company gives you to go purchase your own birth control.
Civil rights, 1964. People have the right to not be discriminated against. You can believe whatever you want, but you can't discriminate against other people for not holding those same beliefs.
Jacqueline, that is the complete opposite of discrimination then. If Hobby Lobby doesn't cover birth control for a Christian, doesn't cover it for an atheist, doesn't cover it for a Muslim or a Hindu, that's not discrimination. That's them not covering health care that they don't want to cover. That's not discrimination. By definition, they're not giving it to anybody, not specific people.
A lot of people don't realize this, but the Civil Rights Act does not apply to gay or trans identities. People can still be fired at the federal level for being gay or trans. 29 states did pass laws saying that you can't do that, but it's still not illegal nationwide. They're not totally a protected class yet, and apparently neither are women.
1, that has absolutely nothing to do with Hobby Lobby. 2, hold on, let me get this one clear. Women are not a protected class yet? First of all, women are not a class, they are a sex. I get in the response right there, but I'm not finished yet, because I remember, wasn't there a couple of decades ago a Violence Against Women Act that was passed through Congress and was ratified and put into legal practice? Yes, a Violence Against Women Act, but I guess I'm one of those crazy people who says that clearly shows that women are indeed a protected class, right? Bearing in mind, women aren't a fucking class, they're a sex, a gender, but let's keep going.
Women should just keep their legs together. If they don't want to get pregnant, then maybe they shouldn't be having sex. They can't expect me to pay for them to be sluts and go around and have sex.
Took the words right out of my mouth, didn't you? Oh, wait, no, stop. It kind of sounds like not having sex would be a form of contraceptives. But not having sex kind of sounds like a choice. Kind of like the same way you chose to work at a company that didn't provide birth control. Fuck. it kind of sounds like women have the ability to choose what they want. Huh, wow. It doesn't really sound like a suppressed class to me, having the ability to choose what you do and don't want to do, right? But, you know, I must be one of those crazy people who thinks that women have agency. I'm one of those crazy people who think that women can take care of themselves, right? Of course I am. I'm loopy. I'm loopy.
No, I'm gonna hear that argument. I hear it so many times. First of all, let me say birth control has a lot of other benefits than preventing pregnancy.
What John Brown difference does it make? They still don't want to cover it.
Second of all, if the women do get pregnant and they need to go on welfare for some reason, you're paying for that shit.
Personally, I despise welfare too.
If men could get pregnant, I guarantee you this would not be an issue because there's still coverage for Viagra and vasectomies, even by Hobby Lobby, now free to drop emergency morning after pills and intrauterine devices from its workers' health insurance plans, has given no indication that it plans to stop helping its male employees obtain erectile dysfunction treatments. Just a little bit hypocritical.
You do understand that there are only two forms of contraceptives for men, right? Condoms and vasectomies. One is temporary, the other's permanent. There are at least 20 different forms of contraceptives for women. And even then, they are still covered by Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby will render you fucking impotent. They will completely destroy your ability to have children. I don't know what she's complaining about, honestly. I really don't. Well, guys, that's all I got in me for this video. Again, Jacqueline Glenn just fucking insults my intelligence. Just... yeah, so, guys, you know what time it is. If you like this video, man, please, go ahead and click that like button. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. Comment and comment below, and as always, have a great day. I'll see you cool cats soon.